Hello. Oh, look, I've got the scoreboards up already. Sorry about that. Boom, boom. And the camera's not working. Let's see if I can get the camera working. I can. Oh, it's a bit glitchy. Oh, I don't think... the camera is a little bit glitchy, guys. I can't do much about that, so I'm going to turn it off. Because it's not... it's glitching out a little bit. So, no camera. Anyway, we are doing the mid and low echelon. Yay! We're going out with Stage 1, Group 1, Day 2. I believe that is Legion in Vale. I hope so, because if it isn't, I've just wasted a load of time updating scoreboards and stuff for nothing. Ta-da! I'm not the only one streaming, of course. There is Wild One's happy. He's streaming also Day 2, but Group 2. He's in English. Nino also streaming Day 2 Group 2 in English, and Manu streaming Day 2 Group 2 in English. That is the Challengers Tour. There is also a lower echelon, and we have iShot. He is streaming Stage 1 Day 2. Don't know who he's got. And Every also streaming Stage 1 Day 2. Again, don't know who he's got. I would, if I could, have the webcam on, but as you just saw, it's very glitchy. I don't know why it's glitchy. Is it still glitchy? Yeah, kind of glitchy. So I think I'll drop the webcam because it's really glitching out, as you can see there. It's really lagging behind, and I don't know why, but it just is. We haven't got the room up yet. So once the room up, we will jump in. Oh, to be fair, this was a bit rushed. I got here and realised, oh my gosh, they're on different maps, and I haven't done the maps for the flyovers, and I didn't update the logos, and I didn't update the anything really, and I don't really know who we're following fully other than Group 1. So I haven't got most of the stuff sorted out, I'm afraid, guys, because as I said, it was a little bit of a rush job. But hey, it's okay. We're here now. We're going to see some tournament play. We're going to see some Challengers tournament play. That's always good to see, always good to watch. We are in Group 1, so we should... No, wrong one. We should be going out with the first game, Legion against Vale. That is in Group 1, so this one here. We've also got Quick and OGT, and I didn't have time to grab their logos, and I didn't have time to input their data either into the scoreboards, so I'll probably drop the scoreboards. The games are best of 5, unlike the Pro Tour, the top 8, which is best of 7. So it's the first 3 victories in a best of 5. Either way, we're going to have some good fun. We're going to see some great stuff. Legion, wow, they're coming back. They were very strong on the tour scene, and they sort of broke up a little bit. Everybody had a sort of chilled out session in Legion. Players departed to other clans, and they sort of stopped doing tours. Vale, well, they were consistently top 8 until this season. Oops. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, look at that. We've got the game up. Boom. And we will have Fort Despair with Vale on the one side and Legion on the other. So, yeah, I mean, that's generally what goes on. That's generally what happens. So both these teams getting into the Challengers this time around, missing out on those top 8 spots, but only just in the case of both of them, realistically. They had blips during the previous skill tours, and then both of them, ironically, managed to get into the Champions because of rule violations, funnily enough. Both teams would have preferred to have got there the traditional way, I'm not going to lie, but they didn't, so they couldn't, so they never. But they're there, and they're going to be happy to be there. We'll be going out on Fort Despair first. I've got a 3-minute delay, guys, a 3-minute delay. Now, with that 3-minute delay, I don't jump into the room until we get past the 3 minutes. Once we're in the room, we're going to have a look at the maps we're going out on. The maps for this rotation at the moment are Fort Despair, Vineyard, and Normandy as a decider. So we'll have a quick overview of Fort Despair. Unfortunately, I didn't have Vineyards in Normandy ready. That's one of the reasons why I was a little bit late starting the stream. But hey, no loss. We're here. We're having fun. We're all good. Everything's happy. We're all happy. I'm happy. Are you happy? Yeah, it's the way it is. Excuse me as I sup some coffee. So we're coming up to that 3 minute mark now, and we'll jump into that room as we do. Oh, it's been a busy day, I'm not going to lie. I had to do a load of Italian TD videos. So let's jump into the room. So we have Vale on the north spawn and Legion on the south spawn. They're not here yet, but they will be. They'll get here eventually. I'm looking forward to this. To be fair, some good friends on both teams. Obviously, I'm in Vale, so so I've got some friends in that team, obviously. But I've also got some very good friends over on the Legion team. Yenum is there, Eggy is there, Engi is there, Pagula. Which Pagula is that? Oh, it's Pagula Ok Rutnik. I'm just going to call you Pagula. Sorry, Rutnik. Just the way it is. We've got Bot2B and Vatu. I mean, I could say his full name, Vatuhovic, but I'll just call him Vatu. And 7 minutes. Who's still staying at home. Over on Vale, we have Arix, Flamingo, La Creature, T, and I'm only going to call him T. Jory, they keep changing their names. Oh, of course, I know him as Husky. It's the real Husky. Jory 12 and Igno. But let's have a look at the map and see what map we're going to be looking at first. It's going to be Fort Despair. So that's Fort Despair with a lovely picture of Mrs. Grill still there. You can still get to it, but only just. All right, we've got just under a minute to go, so let's have a look at the teams. Vale are ready up first. Well, we have Arix in the 71, Flamingo in the Crown Wagon, Le Creature in the M6 Yo, T in the 71, Husky in the IS4, Jory in the 215B, and Igno in the IS4. Moving over to Legion, well, we're still waiting for Quickie 11 in 7 minutes to ready up. Oh, Engi is now also getting concerned and readied. At the moment, we have Engi in a 215B, potentially. Pagula in the 71, Quickie 11 in the 71. 7 minutes in the 215B. Engi is now changed to a 71. Vertu in the 71, Yenum in the 71, and Bot2B in the 60 TB. Quickie is now changing his mind, potentially. Maybe in the 71, may not. And he's gone into an IS4. So there you go, with seconds few to spare. So this is the opening game here. This is the upper bracket finals here in Group 1. Two really, really good teams. So who's going to prevail on this one? Well, it's anybody's guess. Hello Santa, hello Jepu, hello Jamal, hello David, hello Ominous, hello Andy. Yes, there is no code. Ollie T to the B to the C. How are you doing, big fella? So let's get up high and go to the back of the map and let's see what is going on here. Well, already we've just got, hopefully that's not Jory sort of AFK, but maybe. Anyway, we have the majority of the Vale team moving out towards the sea cap, being led by Arix. And we've got La Creature, Flamingo in T just behind. Igno is just sitting in the camping position where you would normally find a TD in the real Husky. I'm worried about Jory here. He's looking a little bit AFK. Moving over to Legion. Oh, shots going in already into Flamingo. It's HE roll. Only a small splash though. Quickie is jumping into that B cap in that IS4. Quickie 11 straight in. We've got Vertu just sitting on the corner as you normally would get one of those big lumbering heavies. Yenum just on the overwatch there in the balcony as Arix jumps into the C cap, but the B cap will be taken by Legion here. Engi is just rotating back through the spawn. Bot2P is moving up. Pagula is just holding in a defensive position to see if anything goes down that line. At the moment, Legion do have the advantage on the bases. Oh, Quickie getting a bit of a roll in there. So the main blood has been spilt by Legion so far. Bot is going up, trying to use that hold down position of the 60 TP, although the gun depression, well, there's got a lot to be desired. Jory is now woken up, so he's no longer AFK. He's finally managed to get into the game, so he is moving, so the concern is now gone. Vale, well, they're still concentrating the majority of their tanks around on this sea cap area at this moment in time. Jory, as you can see, has moved, but in the end, also, if you have a look over here, we have got Legion pushing as well to stack their teams. And look, there's the smashed car. We got Legion stacking up 7 minutes right at the back of the map there in that 215B on a nice little dip. Yenum, he's come down from the balcony, come back to this defensive position, ready to overlook both B and C. It's a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Legion do have the points advantage. Vale, however, well, they will probably start making a move at the 650, maybe the 750 mark. Husky, no real change at this moment in time. You can see that Vale are now rotating back round into their spawn area with the creature coming to back up Igno. Although Jory, Flamingo and T, they are worried that anything is going to come through the sea cap, but they don't really know as of yet. Engi and Virtu just holding cover here, not waiting to wanting to be spotted or anything. Quickie has now joined Yenum, and Vale are in defensive positions waiting for a push on C. A push that may not come. Pagula is making his way around to the top of the map into the corner, right over there where you would normally get the mediums and lights in a public game. If I spin around, you can see 7 minutes still not moved from his position. Flamingo here just holding back shots coming across from Jory because he has been spotted. So Jory putting a shot across. More a blind shot. I don't think he had anybody spotted there, but Bot 2B has lost a little bit of HP. So is Pagula and so is Quickie 11. The only two who have lost so far. We have Addix and T just holding that C cap, but it's getting up to the 700 mark, and Vale have got to start thinking about making a move. They don't have really much choice here. Igno already is making a move towards the B cap. He's got to be careful. There is a 71 and a 60 TP covering that, and he is spotted. Pagula is also covering. At the moment, the A and the B cap are covered by Legion. So Legion here, very defensive, looking for Vale to make their move. As soon as Vale make their move, then Legion will be able to counter-strike. And that is basically what Legion are in no rush here. They just want to pivot into positions, get defensive, and put the pressure onto Vale. And that is exactly what is happening. Now we've got Igno and Flamingo pushing towards that B cap. Engi is here with Bot. That could end up being expensive for Igno. He is in an IS-4, don't get me wrong. He does jump in. Oh, he gets a good bounce there. T is coming in to try and persuade Bot to shoot him. I've got a cat on my lap. It's not good. Igno, is he going to be able to take that base? He is, and now Vale are able to take the lead on the points, and now they're going to push down onto Bot. There's a bit of a brawl here going on. I'm going to leave Igno. Bot is looking worse for wear, but so is Arix. Arix is surrounded. Quickie, 7 minutes, and Virtu are there. Arix, however, is managing to survive. Bot 2B goes down in the 60 TP. Vale are tantalizingly close here. Unless Arix goes down, and he does, that gives Legion some much needed breathing space. Igno is looking to finish off Engi. Is he able to do so? Yes, he is. Back to 925 for Vale, but T is going to look like he's going down, and the C cap has been taken, and the B cap has been taken by Legion. Legion do now have all the caps and the points, apart from the A cap, of course, but they've lost 3 tanks. Pagula's down, Eng is down, and they're looking to get rid of either Quickie here. Oh, down goes T, switching the favour. Oh, down goes Quickie. This is just tentative. It goes one to t'other, one to t'other. The creature should be next on the list. Yes, he is. Vale losing tanks rapidly. They've got to get tanks out the game. They're looking to get Yenum. Yenum looks like the call. Oh, Legion have now got the points. They've got to kill Yenum. They have no choice. Yenum is in a 71. He's now a tantalizingly close one-shot. No, he gets away. He stays safe. Oh, this one is going to go to Legion at this rate. Husky is pushing an IS-4 as fast as he possibly can. 980 points. He needs to take Venom. He needs to take Venom. No, he doesn't do it. Legion get it. Right on the cusp. Getting the bases. That was the main thing. Oh, Vale. Tantalizingly close. It seems like Husky was chasing down there. But the IS-4, not renowned for its amazing turn of speed, and good play there by, was it Yenham? No, was it Yenham? Good play by Yenham for just getting out of harm's way before Husky was managed to pull that trigger. So it is 1-0 to Legion. Swapping the spawn points now here. 34 people on the stream. Unfortunately, most of you are already subscribers. If you weren't, I would have hit 10k. Darn it. But anyone would have hit 10k if you would have actually, come back and said, I'm going to subscribe. Anyway, we're swapping the spawn points. As I said, this time Vale on the south spawn, Legion on the north spawn. Wow, that was tantalizingly close, not going to lie. Let's have a look. So, wow, we've got Kawado, I'm not saying his name. It's Felix in the Clanwagen, Flamingo in the Type 71, Lucretia in the 215B, T in the Type 71, Husky in the 71, Jori in the VK72, and Igno in the 60TP. Moving over to Legion. Engi in the 60TP. Pigula in the 71, Quickie 11, potentially in the IS-4. Oh, that coffee went the wrong way. 7 minutes in the 215B, Vertu in the 71, Yenham in the 71, and Bot2B in the 71. 1-0 to Legion. Don't forget, guys, is best of 5, so it's the first of 3 victories. So we are going to be going into Vineyard, come whatever may. Yay, my fans are quite nice. No drama with my guys. Not really. They're level-headed. Don't do drama, Santa. Well, hit points, nothing in it really. Vale do top it, but only marginally. And it doesn't really matter when it comes to this level, to be perfectly honest with you. Anyway, let's get up high into the back of the map. As we can see, Vale this time not going for the C strat, looking towards the B cap. Moreover, with T is probably going to go right up to overlook where we saw Pagula last time. However, this time we have Legion doing pretty much what we saw Vale do in the last game. Yenham in bot 2B pushing in towards C. Vertu just covering Pagula up in the balcony. Engi in the TD spot in Quickie over where we saw Husky. Jori looks like he's going to try and steal this B cap in this super heavy, that is the VK72. Getting up close to the wall, that way he narrows down any potential shots coming across from Quickie 11. He gets a good shot into Quickie though, but Quickie does manage to splash him and reset that cap. But now Quickie, Flamingo in the 71 putting a shot in. He's got to be careful as Flamingo if he sticks his nose out too far. Engi is here in a 60 TP. Got good coverage of anything that comes down that side. That is why he is there. Quickie 11 is not minded to move, because if he does, he knows that Jori is trained upon him. B cap has been taken, but again, Legion getting that cap advantage by taking the C cap first. Bit of rotation now by Vale. If we get up high, we can see that they're rotating back through their spawn with Husky and T. Both in the 71s moving down. Felix Kawado is waiting there in the Clanwagen. I refuse to say his new name. And he knows why. Believe that. Igno here just overlooking the B cap in the 60 TP, along with Felix. Flamingo staying along where Pagula Bection was. So it's pretty much a similar strat to what we'd just seen, although this time there is a VK72 in the form of this super heavy being driven by Jori. Moving across the Legion, well, again, they've taken the C cap and they've rotated back, gone into depth, like pretty much we saw earlier with Vale. So you can see that the strats are pretty much similar on both teams, and both teams are evenly matched, if I'm being honest. They're both able to turn each other over quite nicely. They've both got good strats. They've both got good focus fire. So they're pretty evenly matched. That was always going to be the case. This is, after all, two former top 8 teams fighting it out in the top 16, but the players are still top 8 caliber. So again, not much going on. We're going to wait for that 700 mark, no doubt. They'll be looking where they're going to push. On this map, this cap, the A cap, is always difficult to take, to be honest with you, because it's just wide open. There's no cover in real terms. So you normally get things centering around the B in the C in any event. We now have Vale stacking some tanks up. We saw Husky and T. They rotated back from their position over in that far corner overlooking A down to this position for a push onto C. We also have Flamingo and Igno coming in to join them. Le Creature is there as well, with Jory just on Overwatch, so it looks like at the 675 mark, Vale are making their push towards the C cap. Yenum is there, just behind the corner. They don't know that. They don't know Bot is there. They have a vague idea that there are Legion tanks here, but they don't know who. Vale jump into C, and they're carrying on pushing. Husky, they didn't notice Yenum there, and Husky really getting pummeled here. Got to be careful. Shots coming in all over the place. Now Bot and Virtu come in. Husky is looking worse for wear. They haven't been able to take down Yenum. And down goes Husky. And now we've got the focus fire of Vale looking to finish off Yenum. But look at Virtu stopping and blocking those guns from getting around that corner. Igno, Flamingo managing to take down Yenum. So it's even Stevens in that respect. Vale have now got the points. They are getting the points up on the board. Bot is looking worse for wear. We're going to stay with this brawl at the moment here at C. There is another brawl going on. Bot goes down. Vale, Flamingo is a one-shot. Pagula is looking to finish him off. And Engi is coming in as well. So Flamingo's got to stay safe here. Jory is just tussling over there in that VK against the 215B of 7 minutes. And again, good blocking from Igno. T is pushing through, so is Le Creature. Virtu now, or Engi, are both looking to finish off Flamingo, neither of which can get the shots in. Oh, there we go. Flamingo, down he goes, courtesy of Virtu. And now Legion have the points, then they lose the points. Pagula is a one-shot. T should be able to finish him off. Yes, he does. Igno now, he's got to be careful here. T is coming in. He's got to reset that cap. Too late. Both caps again sitting with Legion. Down goes Virtu. It's 2 against 4. Cap advantage with Legion. Engi is the one being pushed. Le Creature coming in. T coming in. Ignu is a one-shot. He's got to stay very, very, very safe. Le Creature with the 215P getting a good roll into the bottom plate of Engi. Engi though. Igno managing to turn it round. Quickie is the last man standing over here. Tussling with Jory in the VK. This one, however, will go to Vale. There is nothing Quickie can do about it. He is completely outgunned. And down he goes. So, 1 apiece. Vale, bring it back. Again, that looked like it could go on either way. I'm not going to lie. It looked like Vale may have just overcommitted there with Husky going down very early. But they did manage to take Bot 2B and Yenum down. And that really helped their cause. Engi there really jumping into those caps, trying to get that C cap and trying to put the advantage onto those caps, but just wasn't able to happen this time, unlike in the first game. So now we move into Vineyards. We will have Vale on the north spawn, Legion on the south. So that's the flyover for Vineyard. I'm sorry, guys, that one was a bit rushed. I had to really rush it earlier, literally 5 minutes before the tour. Anyway, we will have both teams now readied up. We have for Vale, Felix in the back chat, Addix in the Clan Wagon, Blingo in the 71, Le Creature in the 71T and the 60TP, Jory in the Type 71, and Igno in the 60TP. Looking at Legion, we have Engi in the 60TP, Pagula in the 71, Quickie in the 71, 7 minutes in the 217 Badger, Virtu in the T100, Yenum in the 71, and Bot 2B in the 113. Wow, a Badger. Intriguing and interesting. Who says that TDs never get played? Yes, they do. Clearly, they do. There's one there. Right there. Lovely stuff. Anyway, let's get up high and to the back of the map. We're going to have, well, Vale, we've got Felix automatically making a beeline for that A-cap, trying to get that early cap lead in this bat chat. And he's going to be trying to use that mobility as much as possible. Over the other side, while Virtu's doing exactly the same thing, but in a T100 LT. And both will get their early caps. It looks like it's going to be Legion who gets the cap first, and they do, so they will tentatively have a slight advantage of getting those points tick over a little bit quicker. 7 minutes in the Badger, just holding back, and the rest of Legion pushing through the city area. Yenum jumping straight in, Engi by the rock, Quickie just holding back, Pagula joining Yenum. Lucretia is the only one down here in the Type 71, so the C-cap will be taken by Legion. Now, what are Vale going to do in response? They're not going to push the town, I wouldn't have thought. It looks like that Arix is looking to try and steal. Felix is going right out into the northern ruins. Flamingo here just covering. Arix is looking to steal the B-cap, and boy does he get smacked by 7 minutes in the Badger. He didn't expect that Badger to be there. Arix having to pull out a little bit. He's got to be careful because the only area he can really take is here, and then he's got the things from the town that can take him, so he's got to be careful there. And you can see that Vale again onto the cap disadvantage. We've got Felix, well, he's doing his best here to try and get those spots, but that Badger is causing a bit of consternation. Virtu is also moving around trying to find out where that bat chat is. The middle area is pretty much dead at the moment. We have Igno and T there. Lucretia still the isolated tank in the corner, although Jory looks like he's rotating around to join up. I doubt that Vale will be looking to put a push onto the C-cap. They would love to find out where Yenum is, because Yenum is got very low hit points, but so is T and so is Arix. So Vale's best opportunity at the moment, and they're now down at 740, so they've got to make a push. Lucretia is pushing. Lucretia is pushing, and he's pushing through on the C-cap. Pagula is there waiting for him. Lucretia didn't see Pagula, and now he sees Quickie 11 as well. Lucretia very isolated here. Pagula coming round, trying to put shots in. Pagula gets a good shot in as Lucretia now getting some support from Igno. But cool, Quickie getting a 900 roll into him. But Lucretia also being smacked around a bit there. Jory is trying to keep Pagula away. But you can see the hit points on Legion are going down rapidly. And this is the thing. Lucretia's got to stay safe. Quickie 11 there. Oh, and 7 minutes is coming in that Badger. And down goes Lucretia. This is advantage to Legion. Pagula is freed up. He comes around to put shots into Igno. T is coming in to try and help out on the Badger. But 910 points are to Legion. Make that 950 as Igno goes down. The Badger here really putting a lot of pressure onto the Vale team. And there's not much Vale can do about it. Pagula and Engi coming in. Jory and T really backs against the wall. The Badger does go down. That allows them. They also take Virtu down and Bot 2B. But 910 plays 700. Jory has gone down. No, yes he has. Jory has gone down. Now T here is surrounded. He's got Quickie 11 coming in as well. Oh, Quickie 11 with a complete misfire there. But T is now one shot. Felix in the back chat, can't do much about it. He's on his long reload. Quickie is a one-shot, but they can't really do anything about it at the moment. Arix is trying to come in, but down goes... down goes T. And that's pretty much sealed the deal, I think, for Vale here. Unless they... Oh, no! They stay alive! Arix, he needs to be safe, though. Engi with the big roll into Arix. Put him on a one-shot. Pagula looking to try and finish him off. But he's worried. Here comes the bat chat of Felix. Can he finish off Pagula? He gets one shot in, but he was worried about Engi there. He didn't realise. He gets another shot in, but it bounces. 940 plays 980. Vale can snap this one. Oh, they can. And they do. On points. Right out the dying embers. And Felix in that bat chat playing his little socks off. And... good brawling in the city, not going to lie, good brawling, but Felix there churning out 3.4k in that little bat chat. Engi in the 60 TP churning out 5.4. That and he stayed alive at the end. That could have pushed Legion over that finish line. Just wasn't to be. I mean, the Badger did make some good moves there, some good calls, but would it have been better off having a Super Heavy or a Type 71 or something along those lines? Well, we'll never know. I mean, the Badger did make some good moves, did put some very important shots in, but was it the Achilles heel? I would hate to say. We're now going to swap those spawn points here. We have match point in the favour of Vale. However, we've seen Legion. It's very close between these two. I would absolutely hate to try and call this one. Legion have the capability of turning this back around. Vale have just won 2 in a row, but with the exception of that one there was very close. It didn't look so close, but it was very close. Anyway, swapping those spawn points, we have Felix in the Crown Bag and Arix in the 71, Flamingo in the T100, Lucretia in the 71, T in the 71, Jory in the T100, Igno potentially in the 60 TP. Moving over to Legion, we have Engi in the 60 TP, Pagula in the 71, Quickie potentially in the 71, 7 minutes, now in a T100, Vertu in a 215B, Yenam in a 71, Bot 2B in a 71, Quickie jumps into a 60 TP, Igno does jump into a 71. So those are the lineups. Match point to Vale, but, as I said, these teams are pretty evenly matched, so it's not beyond the balance of probability that Legion will be able to level this one up and push it onto that decider on the Normandy map. Anything can happen. Spawn points are different. That last game was tantalizingly close. So this is all set up for a blister of a game. Getting up high to the back of the map. Now we've got Flamingo here in the T100. He's heading for that B cap. Lucretia going up to the Northern Ruins, and Felix just holding back the rest of Vale, heading towards that city area. Let's fly across the map. Let's see if we can get over here to Legion. Wow, Yenam is just holding the coverage there. Engi and Quickie in those 60 TPs going to the middle. We've got Vatovic just sitting at the back. 7 minutes in the T100 jumping into that A cap, but they, for the first time, Legion are behind on the caps. Pagula and Bot 2B are also at the back, and Vale looking to probably steal that C cap and then go defensive. Felix in the Kranwagen just holding here. He has been spotted. That's 7 minutes in the T100 spotting him. So 7 minutes is coming round the Northern Ruins. Pagula is there. Quickie is coming through the onto the bridge. Engi is just, well, it looks like Engi is just staying back a little bit. Quickie is up and through towards the middle area, trying to put the shots across that C cap. C cap has now been taken, so Vale firmly have the cap advantage. Now, for the first time this evening, it is Legion who are under pressure, not Vale. But that doesn't mean that Vale can sit back on their hands, because if Legion consolidate and do a push in the right direction, and it looks like they're stacking them up on B, Vale could come a cropper. They have a lot of tanks in the C cap. Yenam has moved forward. Let's quickly go down over to C and have a look what Yenam is doing. He has moved forward. He has got Vertu with him, and Yenam is here trying to push towards that C cap. He's just holding back. Arix is there, and at the same time the B cap is also now being taken by Legion. They have the advantage in tanks over this side. Quickie gets reset. Bot and Pagula. Oh no, Bot. I thought Bot was going for that Type 71, but he's not. They were going for Felix here in the Kranwagen. So Felix is the call. Engi is coming around in the 60 TP. Felix is in a bad way. Engi should finish him off with a big roll here in that 60 TP, and he does. Now they can look at Lucretia. And Lucretia is surrounded. He's got Quickie in a 60 TP and Pagula just behind. Lucretia can't really do much about this. He is going to go down, and there's nothing he can do. Yenam has gone down already over in the city, but Lucretia here. 2 tanks down now for Vale. There we go. Back over this side. A breakout by Vale. Jory, T, and Arix breaking out along with Flamingo. Flamingo heading for the B cap. Sorry, the A cap along with Jory in those 2 T100s. Igno and Bot are facing off. Bot goes down. So 2 tanks down on both teams. Vale have got the advantage. They've got the lead. They've got the caps. And you can see there that Pagula and Virtu sense the danger at the A cap. So they're moving over, and so is 7 minutes. Arix is pushing down onto Engi. I'm going to leave that for the moment because they're pushing down onto these 2 T100s. Jory and Flamingo and 7 minutes. 7 minutes is a little bit outgunned here, not going to lie. But Pagula is coming in, and so is Virtu. And all of a sudden, Flamingo needs to finish off, and he does. And that gives them 1,000 points, and Vale snatch the victory. What a great game. Again, it could have gone either way. Either way. Wowzers. Oof. So, see there, you know, there's not much in it. It was only because of the cap advantage. So Vale turning over Legion there, 3-1. Doesn't mean anything though, guys. We're still going to be in the group, so I'm not overly familiar which games we're watching. So we've got that one in 20 minutes, which is the grand finals, upper bracket. Legion will now drop down, I believe, and play OGT in 20 minutes for the finals of the lower bracket. OGT are currently not playing today. They will be playing. So we got 20 minutes, and then we've got an hour before we see Vale. Yeah, just over an hour and 10 minutes before we see Vale. So we've got 20 minutes before the next game, which is going to be, I'm assuming we're going to be going out with Legion against OGT in roughly 20 minutes. So you got time to go and grab yourselves coffees and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to see if I've got any decent replays. Let's have a look. See if I've got any replays. I don't. I've only got skirmish games. No, has anybody sent me any replays in emails recently? Guys, if you got any replays, send me a replay. Give me a replay. I need a replay. I need replays. Replays. Without replays, it's a very boring stream. I'm not going to lie. Because the problem I've got is, as I said, I unfortunately don't play PC. I do not play PC. I only play touch, which means that in all these replays are for me. All those replays are me doing other things. So let's see what I've got here. Let's have a look at Odelek in the Simavente M43 Bassato. Great little tank, by the way. I did a video on it recently. So you watch that while I just answer a couple of messages. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm back. How's everybody? Hope I haven't missed out on anything. Wowzers. What some great opening games those were. Oh, I'm going to sneeze, I think. Excuse me while I can... You know when you get that... Yeah, I sneezed. You know you get that feeling when you can feel the cheese boiling up. Hey, rock and roll, how you doing? Henchman, did I say hello? I can't remember. Hello, Henchman. Party 90, hello, welcome. Yeah, as I was saying, you know when you get that point when you can feel the sneeze is building up, and you just know it's coming, but you just can't predict when. Well, that's exactly what just happened. The sneeze was building up. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when it was gonna materialize, and then the last minute it did. Anyway, as I was saying, I mean, this is the Passato. I actually like this tank. I think this tank is a little gem in tier 6. It's not like the other Italian TDs. This one is small in squat. It's got a pretty decent gun, if I'm being honest. It's got a pretty decent armor profile. And it's got a pretty decent turner mobility. It's not like the others. The others, I find, they're okay. They just a bit tricky. If I'm being honest with you, especially the tier 9 and the tier 10. The CC1 Mark II in the Minotauro. Unfortunately, those two tanks suffer from a bit of hype. Okay, they were over. The Minotauro definitely was overhyped. Okay, and with it being overhyped, everybody had this expectation that some kind of broken tank was going to enter the game, and it didn't. And that's led a lot of people to be disappointed, etc., etc. Which, to be honest with you, is a bit unfair because a lot of the hype was based on one of two things. Some of the parameters that people saw coming out of the testing, and some people trying to sort of say it's pretty much going to be copy-paste what they have in World of Tanks PC. Now, look, I don't play World of Tanks PC, so I don't know if it's broken or not. And that's a great game, by the way. 2,381, and, of course, a well-deserved M. But the thing is, we have a lot of tanks in Blitz that sort of make the transition from PC to Blitz. And then nothing like what you have in PC is my understanding. Okay, they are changed vastly. Take the Japanese heavies just as a way of an example. Okay, so you've got that not going for it. The other thing you've got to consider, is that when they do test tanks, okay, the test tanks generally are a little bit broken, a little bit, because they're needed to be tested to be balanced. Now, if you just stick a normal balanced tank into test, then you know people can't see what it is capable of doing. So they normally sort of knock it up to a level 11, aka spinal tap, with the intention of the testers to bring it back down to balance it out. So the Minotauro was never going to come out in this form of super OP, super broken, super whatever. Okay, it was never going to happen. But, that is where we're at. They're tricky tanks because of their long excessive reload, especially of the first shell. And if you don't have full crew skills like I don't have on the tier 9, then it's terribly bad, to be fair. I mean, on the tier 9 one, I think in the video I released earlier, I went a minute and a half and only fired one shot, and I still hadn't loaded the full clip. A minute and a half. I mean, that's just mad. It's just absolutely mad. But it happens, so what can you do about it? But anyway, this is no longer an Italian TD. This is an American TD, and this is the beast. And oh, look at that. Everybody's screaming and shouting, and the game is like in its infancy, and already everybody's screaming and shouting. They scream and shout because they've got you. They're not doing this. You're not doing the strat that they want, so they're going to scream and shout. Regardless if you do the right strat, if your strat is successful, they're still going to scream and shout at you because it's not the strat they wanted. They wanted a different strat. Ergo, you are a noob for not doing the strat that they've got, despite the fact they didn't tell you what strat they have in what they had in mind. They just anticipate and assume that you know, and you can read minds, and you have a crystal ball. And yeah, welcome to Blitz, that is. But that's part of the course, yeah. It's like an everyday Blitz experience. It's always good fun. And then if that player dies first, who you didn't do their strats, then he will scream and shout till his heart's content that you're all a bunch of muppitos. And that is another normal day in Blitz, I'm afraid. Absolutely, henchman. Just good vibes. Marky, you love the tier 7 and the tier 8 versions. I must admit, I mean, I didn't like the tier 8 at first, but then again, I'm prejudiced because I don't like tier 8 full stop. But it grew on me, to be fair. And I you know, the single shot is by far the better gun. Not going to lie. I didn't release the tier 8 video just yet. The reason being, I mean, I released 2 videos on them today, mainly because Wargaming were chasing me because they wanted to do an announcement on Italian TDs, and I just didn't have the chance to do one on the tier 8 because I don't like issuing 2 videos a day. I'd rather do 1 video, you know, a day, and then let enough people watch that before I release the next video. I don't want to sort of. I mean, this is the thing. It's one of those things. I'm not by any stretch of the imagination a successful YouTuber. I only got, you know, I've got shy of 10,000 subscribers, but you know, I could do a lot of videos, and that would get more. Possibly, I don't know if it will get more subscribers. People would say, "Oh, he's doing a lot of content," but it's this balance between: do you do a lot of content and swamp people, or do you put out a video every now and then and let people watch it in their own good time? And I would prefer the latter rather than the former, to be honest with you. But that's just my personal position. As I said, I mean, some of the YouTubers out there knock out 2, maybe 3 videos a day, and I just think that's overkill. You're not giving. I don't think you're giving people enough time to sort of get the information and absorb it to an extent. Well, that's the other thing, Galaxy. Another reason why test tanks are played well is because generally the opposition have no clue how to counter them, because they're brand new tanks, and there's no way you can have a look at the armor profiles and stuff like that, not in real terms. That is a great game, Galaxy, by the way. 5.7k. Woo! Rock and roller, yeah. Don't play Blitz after the in the first couple of days. That's absolutely true. God, that coffee went round the wrong way. Sorry about that. I can't believe that's only a first class. Bar is set high on the E3 on the NA server. How long have we got? I think we've got 10 minutes, which means we've got 5 minutes, but I just want to check because I keep forgetting. We should be going out with OGT and Legion in, yeah, we've got 5 minutes, so we don't have enough time. But I don't know the OGT team because I didn't stream them during the Prove Your Skilled side, unfortunately for me. So we've got Violence, Visa Gang, Upland. Oh, that's going to really... I'm going to call you Zab. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, love Dashu. Yeah, love Dashu. Yeah, love Dashu. Okay. Cayman. I'm going to call you Cayman. I don't know if that's now Vulka. I'm going to have to call you Volka. Sorry, to be fair. Obima. I'm going to call you Obima, and especially for you I can deal with, and Need for V-Kid I can deal with, so hopefully I won't forget all those names. I apologise in advance if I've offended anybody with my terribly bad pronunciations. I don't mean to offend anyone, I'm just not very good. What was I going to say? Anyway, there we go. I was just catching up on another thing. Things distract me because people keep sending me messages on Discord. You had an M. Barjar had a mastery in the Minotauro in his third battle with a 75% crew. Exactly. It can be done. Even though some more famous YouTubers have said it's absolutely a terrible tank. In a lot of respects, every tank is terrible. If you don't know how to play them. Some tanks are truly terrible. To be fair. I mean, okay. I'm not going to say which tanks I think are truly terrible, but there are some truly terrible tanks out there. Doesn't matter how well you play them, they're still truly terrible. But the Minotauro is not one of those. It's a tricky tank. It requires a different mindset, which I don't think is a bad thing. One of the problems that we have in this game is so many people are eager to sort of get back to the garage, you know. And this is what I've never understood. The idea of a game is to sort of go out there and, you know, have a bit of fun. And you're given 7 minutes, but everybody's like, no, I don't want 7 minutes. I want 30 seconds. I only want 30 seconds. I want to go and I want to kill things and I want to win in 30 seconds. I haven't got time for the 7 minutes. And I think the tanks like the Minotauro, which have an excessively long reload, and tanks like the CC1 Mark II, which also has an excessively long reload, I think these are good tanks to try and calm that sort of side of it down. Has it worked? Well, to an extent, yes, but to another extent, no. What would I recommend for a new player with 6,000 battles, 2,800 average, and 68.5% win rate? Play more. That's the only thing I would recommend. Recommend in what respect, my friend? With those stats, I would recommend playing ratings and getting yourself a free tank. Because with those stats, you should be able to get one. That's what I would recommend if you've got the time. It depends in what you're saying, or recommend in what way. Nails. Okay, nails. Seems random. Are we just calling out random things now, Sirikali? So you said nails. I don't know. Cigar. I don't know if that means anything about nails. Alright, we should have the room invite coming up. Sorry, Serikali, I'm just playing with you, dude. You would see that if I had my webcam on. But it's glitching. I mean, it is there, but it's glitching. It's a bit glitchy, so for some reason. And I know why it's glitchy. It's because of OBS. But I can't restart OBS because of the stream delay and because we're in the middle of this. And if I restart OBS, I will lose YouTube. And YouTube will kick me out and everything will go sort of terribly wrong and everybody will be stressed and annoyed and fingers will be pointed, names will be taken and stuff like that. We've not got the tournament notification yet. I thought we would have had it by now. Assuming we are going into that game. There we go. We are going into that game. So let's ready up. We are on Rockfield. So I'm going to jump back out again. Thankfully, I have got Rockfield already loaded up because of the top echelon. We have that, so we can have a look at that. So bear with me. Let's waste a little bit of time by looking at Rockfield. So that's Rockfield. Thought I'd show you that one now, just to waste a little bit of time. Santa on Blitz is giving away prezzies. You should all go to Santa on Blitz and get his prezzies. Well, why not? Seems like a good idea to me. Oh, I've got some messages. Who have I got? Oh, Jack the Invader. Oh, you're watching my stream. Hello. I have a problem with writing and typing at the same time when I'm on the stream. So, excuse me while I just say hello. we can jump into the room in a couple of seconds, and we're just waiting for it to tie down past that 3-minute mark. That way we've got no stream sniping going on, no shenanigans, no naughtiness. Boom! Here we go! We are going out on Rockfield. We have OGT on the north spawn and Legion on the south spawn. OGT have read it up first. We have Violence in the 71, especially for you in the 215B. Visa Gang in the 71. Need 4 in the back chat. Upland in the 71. Cayman in the 71. And Yarlove Dasher in the M6U. Moving over to Legion, well, we're still waiting for 7 minutes, Virtu and Yenum to ready up. Oh, I say that, and Yenum readies up as if by magic. We have Engi in the 71, we have Quickie 11 in the 71, 7 minutes in the 71, Virtu in the 71, Whoopsaloo. Hello, Whoopsie. Is that the Whoopsalade? Yeah, I think that is the old Whoopsie. He's now Whoopsalade. He's rotating in the T100 LT. That's going to be one to watch. Yenum in the 60 TB and Bot 2B in the 71. Doesn't matter if it's a reroll or not, to be honest with you. I don't know, but people get upset about rerolls. I don't. And Legion are changing everything around. I actually don't get upset by rerolls. And the reason I don't is because why not? If people are using, if people, like me, I muppeted out in the early days of the game. So, I decided to reroll. I didn't reroll, but I could have decided to reroll. And, when you muppet out at the beginning, I mean, don't forget, I've been playing this game since 2014. And I didn't have a clue for the first couple of years. I didn't take it seriously at all. So my win rate was terrible, and it still is. Anyway, we have Engi in the 60 TP, Quickie 11 in the Type 71, 7 minutes in the 215B, Virtu in the 71, Whoopsalade in the T100 still, Yenum in the 71 and Bot 2B in the 71. Quickie 11 is still causing us concern because he hasn't readied up fully as of yet. Yeah, 6,000 battles isn't really a new player though, is it, Smasher? Not 6,000. 600, yeah. I mean, if you've got 600, then yeah, you're a brand new player. But 6,000, you're past the newbie queues, I think. But yeah, there's lots of reasons why people re-roll, and I don't necessarily have an issue with it. To be fair, because at the end of the day, like I said, I mean, had I taken this game slightly seriously in the first few years, I only really got serious into the game at about 2017, 2018. So prior to that, I was just like everybody else, roll out for a bit of fun and blow stuff up. Simple, really. Didn't really, the win rate thing and the damage thing didn't really make any bones for me. Now, obviously, I'm a bit older, and it's like, maybe I should learn to play. But you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And over that, let's get up to the back of the map and see where the teams are going. Now, normally on EU, you will have an A and a B strat with an overlook on C. Here, we have OGT, Need for VKid in the back chat, rushing away over to that C cap. Normally, you would get one of the light tanks on EU pop in their backside there, but Need for VKid straight into the C cap, and he has got support in the form of the Yo and 3 Type 71s. Legion doing what I would consider a much more traditional EU strat here, with Yenum overlooking B, the A cap being taken. Oh, Yenum gets a bloody nose there from Visa Gang. But the A cap has been taken by Whoopsalade and Virtu. So at the moment, Legion have done more of a traditional type thing. And the chances are we will see them push down onto the B cap. The thing is, you've got to be careful of OGT, who are rotating their tanks back round, especially those 71s, to cover that B cap area. Whoopsie, on the other hand, in that T100, is looking for those spots, trying to find out where the tanks are. Visa Gang is spotted, but so is Engi. And now you can see Bot 2B joining up with 7 minutes. Yenum is rotated all the way back, retreated quite a long way from that B cap. And Legion are sort of aware that OGT may be looking to make a push up this flank towards A. That's why you've just got Whoopsie pulling away, Engi going hull down, and Vertu sitting in the corner. And that's because they were waiting for this to happen. OGT are now here on the ridgeline, putting shots across to Vertu. However, they're trying to take this A cap. Quickie 11 was, I don't know if he was spotted there. Vertu now making a move, trying to come round. He didn't see Cayman there, but he has now. Engi still saying and right down. Cap advantage is with OGT. Now 7 minutes is joining in that 215B. B2B is joining as well. They can't really push onto upland. They'd love to, but they can't at this moment in time. And now Visa Gang has jumped into the B cap. That may not be a mistake. I mean, Visa Gang is being tussled here by Yenum. And we're just going to look at this little tussle first before we push back up to that A cap. B cap is being contested, and Whoopsie is running around looking for that bat chat. At this moment in this little brawl here, all need for Vicky getting smacked by Whoopsie. And now we're going to pull up a little bit as Lengi and Quickie come in to try and help out Yenum at this B cap. Oh, Engi going down, and so does Vertu. And Yenum here not able to finish, but Upland has gone down. Yenum goes down. So 3 tanks down for Legion, 2 caps down for Legion. And now we've got 7 minutes in bot 2B. Really against the wall. Visa Gang, he's able to survive, but Whoopsie is looking to finish Visa off. Down goes 7 minutes though. It's 3 against 4. Whoopsie does take down Visa Gang. Now they should be looking to get violence out. Yes, they do. Now it's 3 on 3. But they've got to find this time. Oh, they were looking for Cayman, but he manages to finish off. And now Cayman bounced there by Quickie. And this is the problem. And they win on caps in any event. So the points are there. The thing that happened there, I mean, one of the things that the top teams practice a hell of a lot is those penetrating shots. And there is, not penning and penning, just 1 or 2 shots could be the difference between winning and losing. And in that particular game, unfortunately, Legion, whilst they did take their eye off the ball a little bit with the caps, some of their shots were bounces. And of course, at the end of the day, if you get those bounces, you're not getting the penetrating shots. And unfortunately for Legion there, Quickie bounced at the end, and Yenum was bouncing on Visa Gang. So it was not as easy as it looks. And that's the thing, guys. I mean, when you're in a public game, okay, having these bounces don't really affect you as much. Whereas when you're in a tournament, bounces do make a big, big difference. Anyway, we're stopping the spawn points here on Rockfield. We will have OGT on the south spawn, Legion on the north spawn. We will have Violence in the 71, especially for you in the 215B, Visa Gang on the 71. Need 4 in the Sheridan, Upland in the 71, Cayman in the 71, and Jarl of Dasher in the 215B. Moving over to Legion, we have Engi in the IS4, Quickie 11 in the 113, 7 minutes in the 71, Vertu in the 71 potentially, Whoopsie in the Sheridan, Eggy coming in the IS4, and Bot 2B in the 71. So there we have it. Yeah, well, Entity, I have a 54.6% after 40,000 battles and 1,300 average damage, and I don't give a damn. It's always nice when I wreck a 65 to 70% win rate player because they don't expect it. It's as simple as that. And like I said, I mean, a lot. My first 15 to 20,000 battles, I played like a complete muppet. I did not care, and that's how it happens. Anyway, OGT are now pushing for the A and the B cap. Doing a more traditional strat here, I would suggest. Need for V-Kid is trying to get up there and get the spot, but he himself gets spotted. Whoopsie, well, he's moving towards the sea. Privyet What's your name? Igor. Привет. How are you? Kakadila. Очень приятно, мой stream. So bot 2B is legging it into that C cap, trying to get that early cap advantage. The A cap is going to be taken by OGT. There they are, over there, upland in the corner, making sure that he cannot get smacked back. Violence, well, that's an interesting position for a Type 71, not going to lie. You'll normally get a light there. Now we've got Legion breaking out from their position at the C cap. OGT are bunkering down as much as they possibly can over at the A cap. We have Quickie, Eggy, and Engie over here. IS4s and 113s. And Visa Gang, along with Cayman and Upland, pushing down, trying to push through onto Engie, Eggy, and Quickie. And Engie is the focus of attention at the moment. Good shot coming in from Quickie 11. Engie is the focus of attention. He's trying to bait them round, but Cayman there, not looking very, very healthy. OGT Violence, he's gone down in the 71. He was in a very strange position, not gonna lie. Quickie and Engie going down. Quickie is looking worse for wear now. Down he goes. So 2 tanks down for Legion. Cayman managing to survive here. These Type 71s are a pain in the backside to kill. And down he goes. So 2 tanks down a piece. Now they're looking Legion to push down on Specially For You. Virtu chasing him round. He gets a good shot though into bot 2B. Virtu's trying to stop him from taking another shot into bot 2B. Whoopsie getting a shot in. Whoopsie is now on his long reload. Bot 2B has got to stay safe. 7 minutes and Eggy. Well, together they managed to get Specially For You out. No, that was Virtu who kept Specially For You out. So it was Cayman who they took down. Upland here. Well, he's caught between an Eggy and a 7 minutes. He manages to take down Eggy and bot 2B also goes down. That's changed it around again. It's 3 against 3, but Need for Vicky is a one-shot, and Whoopsie is looking to finish off Need for Vicky Kid. Down he goes, which is just Jarl of Dashu and Upland. 7 minutes is here, trying to contain them. Virtu is coming in. The points are in favour of Legion, but the base is, well, no, everything's in favour of Legion at this moment in time. Hit points, guns on the battlefield, and points. They're all in favour of Legion. Definitely in favour of Legion. Now let's go up high with Upland, who is the last man standing for OGT. Legion will take this one, levelling the scores up as we move out of Rockfield and into the next map. There you go. One apiece. Da da da. So, scores on the doors are level at this moment as we go into Dynasty's Pearl. There you have it. Let's have a look at Dynasty's Pearl. Yeah, the sound did go. Sorry about that. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was, unfortunately, OBS. The sound just disappeared. Thank you, OBS, for disconnecting my sound. Anyway, it's going to Legion at the moment. It's 3, very low 3 apart from Whoopsie, against 4, a very healthy 4. Can Legion hold on now? It's 2 against too many, although that is 3. Can they take out Visa Gang? No. Whoopsie, oh dear. Whoopsie is the last man standing in a 1-1-3. 3 against 1. This is going to OGT, unfortunately for the Legion. Let me just... Yes, the OBS dropped the mic. I didn't. OBS did. So, coming out of Dynasty's Pearl... No, I wasn't muted. Coming out of Dynasty's Pearl, OGT, match point, 2-1 up against Legion. But we still have a long way to go. Legion, they were tantalizingly close. They will pull it back. They will pull it back. So basically what happened was OBS dropped the mic, and because I'm in free cam mode, I lose the ability to use my mouse. Okay, and the only way I can use the mouse is by pressing escape, which I didn't want to do. So I was actually trying to work other things with OBS, which is why the mic went disappearing for a moment. But it is back. It is back. Anyway, we're changing those spawn points here on Dynasty's Pearl. We will have OGT on the south spawn, Legion on the north spawn. We have Violence in the 71, especially for you in the 215B. Visa Gang in the 71, Need for V-Kid in the Mouse. Upland in the 71, Cayman in the 71, and Ya Loves Dashu in the 71. We then have Legion readied up. We have Engi in the IS-4, Quickie 11 in the 60 TP, 7 minutes in the 71, Virtu in the 113, Whoopsalade in the AMX M4, along with Yenum and Eggy in the IS-4. So Legion, they've got to pull it back somehow. They did it in the last game on Dynasty's Pearl, and they did it convincingly. Can they do it again and push this one out to a decider? They certainly need to, if they can. So, Dynasty's Pearl, never an easy map. Let's get up high into the back. We have OGT this time. They look to be heading for C, but they will peel off that mouse towards that B cap. I'm pretty sure the mouse should be going down this lane, which is the heavy route, and the rest of them should be taking up positions around here. On the other side of the map, we have Legion. They've got AMXs this time, no super duper heavies really. They're coming up and they're going to use that gun depression and that frontal armor and go haul down as much as they can on these ramps. And it's going to be a bit brawly, a bit more brawly than the last game, because if you remember the last game, although you didn't hear what I have to say, they were on opposing sides of the maps. This time they are not. 7 minutes out forward, OG Violence is pushing out there. He's got Quickie 11 to contend with as well. And there we go, he gets a bit of a smack. So that was a reasonable trade, although 7 minutes there. Cayman comes round, but look at this, the 113s of Legion, they're looking to push down onto Cayman here. Engi, Eggy, and Virtu, they are looking to give Cayman a hard time. That would be a good kill for them early doors. He's a Type 71, and they wouldn't mind taking him out the game, and they do. The mouse has taken the B cap, and now OGT are trying to push over, and at the same time, Legion are trying to push round, and Pincer, Jarl of Dashu, and Jarl of Dashu here in a World of Pain, but Quickie 11 has got to be careful. OG Violence has done a big circle around to come around the back of him. Now, trying to take it out, these 71s is a pain. Violence now completely ignoring the 60 TP. Down goes 7 minutes, but at the same time, double shots going into Jarl of Dashu. That's 2 tanks down for OGT. Visa Gang is now a 1 shot. He's got to be careful. And Virtu is also a 1 shot. Down goes Visa Gang. So 3 tanks down for OGT. OGT Violence here. He's got to be careful as well. He is a one-shot. Eggy is looking to put one into Upland. Whoops is coming in an AMX, trying to take down Violence as Virtu goes down. Violence goes down. They're going to leave the mouse for the moment, I would think. They're looking to take Upland out the game. Upland is now... Oh, but so is Eggy. Oh, that was an important kill. That was a great kill by Yenum. And Eggy now pushing in, trying to out Engie. He's going to try and block this 215B. Gets a great HE into the front plate. And down he goes, leaving just the mouse, who I said they would leave until the end. And this one, unless something really weird were to happen, like 4 ammo racks in quick succession, this one is going to Legion, and we are going to a decider. Legion bringing it back yet again. Poised for a decision. Decider time. It's decider time. What a great game that was. Legion showing exactly what they're capable of doing with their pushes, and when they time them and when they get that focus fire really working, they really manage to put a lot of pressure on enemy teams. So we go into New Bay. That's a new one. Let's have a look at New Bay. That's the overview of New Bay. That's the map we're going into. We will have OGT on the north spawn, Legion on the south spawn. It is winner takes it all. They go to the grand final today. At the moment, neither team is ready up. We've got just under 50 seconds to go. Legion are closer. Engie potentially in a 907, Quickie 11 in the 60 TP, 7 minutes in the 71. Oh no, Engie jumps into a 71. Virtu in a 60 TP, Whoopsie in an AMX, Yenum in an AMX, Eggy potentially in a 215B. Looking at OGT, we have Violence in the 72, especially for you in a 72, Visa Gang in a 71, Need for V-Kid in the IS-7, Upland in the 71, Command in a 71, and Ya Loves Dashu in a 71. Sorry, I just had a sneezing fit. There we go. It does happen. It's very dusty out here. So let's have a look at those points on the board. At the moment, OGT with those two VKs are topping that hit points, but anything can happen. Let's get up high into the back of the map, as we normally do. Now we have OGT heading for the ramps, apart from especially for you in OGT Violence, who should be heading for this area here. Moving around the map as quickly as we can in this overhead. Well, we have Legion using those hull-down gun depression tanks that happen to be the AMX M4s, pushing up the ramps as well, along with the Type 71s, with their 60 TPs just holding back, and Eggy and the 215B also heading for the ramps. OGT, whilst they've sent Upland and Ya Loves Dashu up along with Visa Gang, they then sent Need for V-Kid down. So it's 4 up, 1 down. 7 minutes is looking to push. He has got a lot of support. 7 minutes and Engie going through. Whoopsie, Yenum and Eggy pushing through as well. They have got the tanks over this side, do Legion. And they can put them into a big crossfire over this side. Upland looks like he may not be long. There he goes. Down he goes. That's the first kill. That has open. Oh, that is a big kill under 7 minutes, though. And now they're trying to put the shots across into Ya Loves Dashu. Engie not potentially wanting to push too much. You can see here, Cayman is losing hit points, but he is winning the brawl at the moment. Eggy has got the drop on him with regards to the DPM, but Unluckily, not able to get that shot into. He's got to be careful of violence there in the 72. He's backing away as much as he can. Engi here, desperately not trying to get into harm's way. Whoopsie, well, he was trying to put shots in. Cayman now, they've just lost Engi. And Cayman is pushing Vizagan. He's coming to help with Yemen. Yemen takes down, but he goes down himself. So 3 tanks down apiece. However, bases are in favour of OGT. Virtu really needs to kill this 71 of Yarlus Dashu. He's got to get him out of the game if he can, but no, he manages to get around. Whoopsie. Not able to get the gun down. Oh, they do take him down. So Yarlus Dashu. So it's 3 tanks down for Legion, 4 tanks down to OG. Quickie is desperately trying to get out of harm's way here. He can't. Vizagang is chasing him down. He'll get one roll into him, and he does, but Vizagang will take him out. There's no way he can survive. So now we have 3 versus 3. Hit points are in favour of OGT. Whoopsie in trouble now with violence coming in. And down goes Whoopsie, leaving Virtu as the last man standing. And it is going to OGT. OGT are taking this one. Legion just not able to get those shots coming down as much as they would like to. So it will be OGT popping into that grand final here today against Vale. So commiserations to Legion. I really thought they were going to have that. It looked like they had the upper hand when they started their push at the top. But fair play to OGT. They held their nerve and came back strong. Ooh, there we have it. Who's this? No. I'm sorry, guys. You can't ask me to join the clan. Recruitment's not open. So we've got a while. I think we've actually got about 30 minutes. Maybe less. Maybe less. So what time are we going out? We're going out at 42. So yeah, we've got 20 minutes. Time for some replays. Replay time. Where is it? Where is it? I had a replay. Where's it gone? There it is. Oh look, we just played this map. And this is where the replay is. Back in one moment. I'm going for a break. I'm back after a quick bathroom break. I do like the M60. It's a nice little tank. Okay, it's one of those tanks that I didn't roll in for a long time because I was one of those people who got gifted it when it first came out, and boy was this tank hated by a lot of people, and the players who had it were hated even more. And you used to get a lot of aggro when you rolled out in this tank. It wasn't good. And I can't remember the parameters for getting it, if the truth be known. People said it was because you spent a lot of money in the game. I actually, back in those days, I didn't spend that much. So, I don't fully understand how people got this tank. But it was a long time ago, back in, what, 2015, 2016, something like that. And we didn't have many tanks in the game back in those days. And we still, I think, had +2, -2 MM. And people now complain about the MM. Imagine it back in those days. Roll out in a tier 8 and you're facing up against a tier blimmin' 10. Or you're rolling out in a tier 6 and facing off against a tier 8. It was not fun, I'm telling you. It was not fun at all. And yeah, this is XS rolling out in his M60, which is lovely. Great little haul down tank. Now, if any of you seen my videos recently, I very rarely play Supremacy, but I've got 2 amazing games in the M60. Neither of which warranted a golden M. Because the bar is set pretty high. Yeah, 3,000 there. Look, he's taking 4 kills, 3,000 damage. And he's got a very... Oh, he did have a very healthy E100 that he could have farmed there. But he's still got a very reasonably healthy 1,700 hit point E100 to farm. And why not? There you go. Farm away. Just him in the back chat. Don't know if the back chat is going to push himself forward. But if he can get the kill, that was a track shot. Let's see if he can get this one in. Bottom plate. Boom. There we have it. 3,669. Back chat is not helping him at all. So he's going to be farming this one till he's blue in the face. He's now had 2 shot. Is this E100? He dropped the adrenaline. And it's all over really for the E100. Not much the E100 can do. And boom. 4,759 dished out, 5 kills, and should be a golden M. Should be. No, only a first class. And that's what I've been doing. I've been doing, you know, playing the M60, playing is you know, getting these 4,000 plus games and just not getting those masteries either. I'll show you one of those later, but I've got another replay here from Holly in the SMV CC64 51K. This is Holly from Legion in the tier 8 Italiano TD. So Wargaming wanted us to do the review in an Italian voice, and I said, I don't think so. Can you imagine that? It would be like awful. So this is Holly playing with the Honor, who is an incredibly good player. I haven't seen the Honor play for a while, to be honest with you, but he is an incredibly good player. At one stage, he was the best player on EU. So there you have it. Holly also rolling out with the single shotgun, which, to be honest with you, if you've got this tank, that is the gun you should be loading. You shouldn't be loading that triple shot. That auto reloader. Firstly, it kills your DPM, and second, oh, sorry, Tigger, that was an ammo rack. As I was saying, you don't really want to be loading that triple shot. The idea behind the triple shot, by the way, is to get you ready for the tier 9 and tier 10. But the single shot in the tier 8 is a much better gun in a lot of respects. So if you're just rolling out in these tanks, then I strongly recommend only this single shotgun. Don't get me wrong, I mean the triple shot is fun, it can be good fun, but it is a perpetual pain in the backside, not gonna lie. And you can see there, I mean the DPM on this one with the single shot is much better. Look at this gun depression, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Ooh! 4K almost, near his, damn it. 2 tanks left to kill. When there's lots of HP still out there. Obviously the ammo rack did help. Can he get another one? Come on, get 2. Oh no, that one was wayward. Thank you, this RNG. RNGesus giveth and taketh away. Oh, that's a good shot though. Now we're up to 4.3K. Lovely, lovely, lovely. The Honor and the Kanonenjägerpanzer. He's doing nicely over there. He hasn't lost many hit points. Interesting tank, that Kanonen. It's like the Cockroach E25, but bigger. Oh, look at this, flanking in a TD. That's what you like to see. TD flanking mode, and a mere 5.1K knocks out Boom. It's a lovely little game. That's what you can do with the one shot. And of course it's a golden M, because it's a golden M. And that's what you need to do. That's what you need in these tankies. To play like that. Great stuff. Let's have a look at the honour. Is he still up there in his... Yeah, he's still almost at 80% after 127,000 battles. So, yeah, he's still a top player. Let's have a look. I've got an M6 somewhere. Shall I play the Middleburg one or the Mines one? Let's play the Mines one first. I do like this tank because you can do... I mean, when you're on Mines is a very small map, obviously, especially for tier 10. And when you're on this spawn, it's much easier to get that haul down going on this thing and just sticking that turret out. But I do like the M60. It's a nice little tank. It's a good tank to play with. And it's a good tank if you're just getting used to tier 10 and you're just getting used to these haul down tanks. It's a good one to go out with. Look at this Vickers. Or Vickers. Boom, boom, boom. He gets a good shot back into me, but you know, that's not going to phase me in the M60, to be fair. Now you see there you've got a Minotauro, and we've got a TVP. And the thing about the M60, as I said, the gun is not too shabby. It's got a decent gun, to be honest with you. If you over angle like I just did there, then you are going to get smacked. But you can put some good shots into that bottom plate. You can front line it in this position on Mines. Of course you can. It's a haul down tank after all, with pretty decent gun depression. And you know, I find the gun is pretty accurate for an American tank. Some of the American tanks' guns are a bit wayward. That Minotauro is pretty difficult to pen unless you load the Pramo, and then I loaded the Pramo and it's still difficult to prem. But he's not. You're not difficult to pen at all. Let's see if I can track him, keep him in position. No, I'm not going to be able to, so we'll finish him off instead. The good thing about this tank is the DPM is pretty nice on this tank. Not going to lie. Oh, TVP making a break. Smack him! There we go. Now I think we can push onto the Minotauro in the WZ. Oh, WZ making a break. See if we... Oh, I tried to get the ammo rack, but I only gone for 15 anyway. But take the kill. Take the kill every day of the week, twice on Sundays. Why not? See if I can put a track shot in here. Yes, I can. Track him into place, get some assistant damage. Now we can push around the back. Around the back of him, if we can. Let the object take the shot. Let's put another one in. Peel away. Try and force down and chase down the TVP, and then turn our attentions. There's TVP. Put another one into him. Already up to 3.2k. And this is the thing. This is the thing about this tank. You can, you know, when you're playing it well, you can easily churn out like a 3k in it. To be honest with you. And you know, it's a nice tank. It is a nice tank. And hello, goodbye. So there we go, 3 kills. We've only done 3.6k. We've also got an E100 to smack. Good bounce, eh? It's my turret. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to finish him off because there are too many allies around. And there we have it. We only do 4k, but you know, we get 3 kills, do 4k, have a relatively nice game in an M60. I'm happy with that. To tell you that, I'm happy. It's a nice tank. I only get a second class there. Just the way it works. So the bar on the M60 is very high to get that mastery. It's not as easy as you think. So you may be churning out and doing top damage, but it's still high. I'll show you the other M60 game. This one on Middleburg. I actually get wrecked in this game, but I think I get wrecked in this game. But again, I only want to show you this because it goes to show you how good the gun is and how good its haul down capability is. And it's by no means a perfect game. By no means a perfect game. I like the fact that that guy there is saying wargaming is trash, yet he's bought a premium tank and he's playing. The irony is not lost on me in any way, shape or form. Watch this. I mean, this is a bad shot. We don't pen him. But now we can get a bead on him. We can take our time a little bit, bait him out, and then we can get the good shots in. Just like that. then that's the thing about this tank. I find the gun is pretty accurate. Not as accurate as a Leo 1, but accurate enough, as you can see there. And you can just keep it nice in this all down kind of position, keeping that bottom hull protected to an extent. And, you know, just keep your mind on what you're doing. Don't rush. Don't be eager. I'm just trying to spot them up here. This T100, I don't know what he was doing. He decided to push in a T100. It's not going to work out for him, bless him. Oh, hello, he's flying. Put a shot into him. I get shot by the Progetto behind, but we can finish off the T100 here at least. And then turn ourselves around to face off against the Progetto. There he is. Now we've got a WZ effectively doing the same thing. Let's put one into the Progetto just to keep his head down. There we go. The WZ is desperate to push. I don't know why. He's not in a good position here. He's pretty much exposed. I'm just going to keep popping around, as you do. Oh, I do get wrecked in this game by the Progetto. I miscalculate. Well, that was a bad shot. But generally, this tank is a nice tank. And by the way, don't sit there thinking, oh, yeah, but you've got to pay for it. Yes, you do for the M60, but the M48 pattern is basically the same tank. So, you know, if you want to get a decent game like the M60 gameplay here, you only need the pattern, guys. That's all you need. Now, unfortunately, I miscalculate here on the Progetto, if I'm being honest with you. So I'll come round and put one into him, back away, reload. I was thinking I've got enough hit points to take him out, but I miscalculated completely. He puts a good roll in. Now I'm a 2-shot, and I don't think he's got it all in me. So I put one in, but he, unfortunately, I low roll. Well, I didn't low roll, but he had the drop on me, and we only do 4,000 damage, and we get wrecked. And I'm still waiting for the rest of my team to sort of get themselves into position. But we still won. We still won. And that's all that matters. Winning is the name of the game, guys. Winning is the name of the game. I still enjoyed that game. We only did 4k damage when he killed one tank. But look, we get another second class. That's how that works. That bar is set really, really high. And again, I think we were the top damage in that game. Yes, we were. There you go. Right, we've got minutes few before we get that invite. It's not come through yet, but we will be getting it shortly. Minutes to go before the grand finale. Can't wait, really. Don't know what the maps are. I'd love to know. Ooh, I am a mere 17 subscribers away from that fabled 10,000. Oh, will I get it? Will I get it? Will I not? I don't know. It's a tricky one to say. If I do, I can do a giveaway. Yeah, 10k giveaway. Yeah. If I don't, well, I'll get it someday. No rush. I'm not in a rush to go anywhere pretty quickly. It'd be nice to get 10k. Be even nicer if I could get 10k during this stream. That would be even better. Chances of that happening are pretty slim, but can you imagine how cool that would be? Hitting 10k in this stream? Wow! If only... I sound like I'm begging now, so I'm not trying to, guys. Anyway, we should be getting the room invite anytime soon. My webcam is still glitching. I would love to have the webcam on, like over there, but it's really glitchy, and there's no point having it on when it's glitchy. It's not going to settle down either, I don't think. No, it's the problem is OBS. I've had OBS running for too long, and I really need to have the webcam on glitchy, but it's glitchy. That's why I'm not doing it tonight. I will have it back up and running tomorrow, however, for the Pro Tour, because I'll have a little bit more time to prepare. I was a bit rushed today. Oh, my chair just didn't break. It just unlocked. I was a little bit rushed today. And I was a bit rushed because I had other things to do. And I completely forgot about certain things, so I didn't get everything up and running in time. Um, I didn't realise the maps we were going to use, so I had to sort of quickly do those, and yeah, it sort of everything was a big rush, so I wasn't able to reset OBS before the stream, and that's why the camera is glitching. If I'm being honest with you, right, we should be getting the room invite anytime now. It should. I say should. Should be any time now. Oh, 42. I thought it was 41. No, we've got another 30 seconds to go. So now we should be getting it any time soon. What's new? Oh yeah, skirmish. There you have it. Come on, where's the invite? Send me an invite. Send me an invite. There, send me an invite. There we go. Boom. We are in. We have Vale against OGT on Naval Frontier of all maps. Thankfully, I have got a flyover for Naval Frontier. That's quite good. That helps no end. But I can't see it. No, have I got? Yes, I have got it. So we'll just wait a little bit longer, then I'll do a flyover on Naval Frontier. I mean, let's be honest, you all play the game, so you know Naval Frontier. But I did these little graphics, and I thought they were pretty neat, so I'm going to play them, because it just breaks up the monotony of me talking, and no doubt you're all bored of me talking by now. That's generally what happens. Like, come on, give it a rest. Yeah, the 30B and the 907 is good for credits, to be fair. Where can you check the credit coefficients? You can have a check on... I don't think Blitzhanger does it, kerfuffles, but you can check on... what's it called now? Blitzstars. Blitzstars shows you the credit coefficients, to be honest with you. It does show you, but you have to go into the tanks. Tank compare is the one you need to go into. Well, we may do Galaxy. We'll get there before the season ends, hopefully, inshallah. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed. If we don't, we don't. But if we do, it'd be nice. But if we don't, we don't. Santa, I haven't done a video on credit coefficients, to be fair. I just really haven't. Even less now. That I think it's pretty easy to get credits now. Right, let's jump into the room and let's do the flyover. And that was Naval Frontier. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm pretty happy with the fact that I'm at 9,983 subscribers, especially considering I don't do drama and I don't do leaks. And I don't put a video out like 3 times a day. So, you know, I'm quite chuffed about that. It's quite a nice feeling that you can get a decent amount of subscribers without dropping down to clickbait, drama, nastiness and all that sort of stuff. So we'll see where this little journey takes us. Anyway, we're on Naval Frontier. Enough about me and my poor YouTube life. Let's have a look at the teams. We will have Vale on the north spawn, OGT on the south spawn. OGT, well, they look like they're readying up first, and we have Zab in the 71, especially for you in the 215B, Visa Gang in the 71, Need for V-Kid in the Sheridan, Upland in the 71, Cayman in the 71, and Ya Loves Dashu in the 71. Looking across at Vale, we have Felix in the Sheridan, Flamingo in the 71, La Creature in the M6 Yo, T in the 71, Timon in the 71, Husky in the 60 TP, and Jory in the IS4. So a bit of a change there player-wise, with Timon coming in and Igno just sitting on the bench this one. Vale have also got Alex and Rohan also sitting on the bench for this opening match. Again, it's best of 5, first of 3 victories. Remember, this is the grand final in the upper bracket. This is group stage, group 1. So lots to play for here. We've just seen OGT playing against Legion, and they went to the decider. We saw earlier Vale play against Legion, and it didn't go to a decider, but they were damn close games, not going to lie. So it'd be interesting to see how these ones pan out, especially on Naval Frontier. Naval Frontier is one of those maps whereby you can be aggressive if you want to be. You can put pressure on where you need to. As always, it's going to come down to focus fire, getting those shots penetrating, and getting those rotations and movement around the map as much as possible. Clearly, Felix, that is Cawado, I'm not going to say his new name, is the captain, and he clearly created the team name. And I'll have words with him about that later. So we have Felix in the Sheridan rushing out straight away to get those early spots towards the C cap. He's going to go up high there onto that little ridge. He gets the shot. He gets the spot in for the need to V-Kid, who is going in the same direction, but not on top of the hill. The rest of Vale, well, Jory is coming here in the IS-4, and he's looking to take that C cap. At the same time, we have Tease, Flamingo, and Felix all heading up high to overwatch on Jory. Timon is overlooking B, but the B cap is being taken. Husky is just sitting back. OGT here taking B and A. They're going to get that cap advantage. They've got a lot of tanks into the A cap, but there are shots coming across. That came across from Lucretia in the M6. He didn't reset the cap, but he manages to push them back out of the cap. They will take the cap though, and the B cap has been taken now. Upland, Visa Gang pushing down, but that's a good shot from Timon getting into the side there of Upland. Jory getting a bit of a smack as well. Timon also getting a smack, but this time with HE. Visa Gang trying to push over as top. OGT will be looking to defend those 2 bases. And Vale, they have no choice but to push onto one of those bases. And Vale at the moment are just going to be waiting, consolidating, and then working out where they are going to push. Felix and Tease, well, Tease is going to move back around the map, probably join up with Flamingo down there, with Felix just staying up high. Jory is making a move, trying to get Upland in a position where he cannot move forwards or backwards. The only problem that Vale have got is that A cap. It is well guarded, and they will be able to put guns down and drop them into B if there is a push on B. Husky and Timon here just holding. Lucretia is bleeding a little bit. Need for V-Kid is trying to get a bead on him, and he has got Visa Gang here as well, but Lucretia is taking the 3-shot yo. He is going to fully load up, and now what you're going to probably wait and see is Vale wait till they get to not much longer before they get a push. Say hello to your clan, Killer Shock. Tease is joining up with Lucretia, along with Flamingo, along with Timon. Jory is saying where he is. Jory gets another HE to the nose. And it's these Type 71s that Vale have got to be careful of. They are going to be looking to take down Visa Gang. That is the target. Tease gets smacked. Visa Gang, he's being pushed back. That should spring into action. No, Husky's gone the other way. He's dropping into the B cap. And now it's getting a bit brawly. Now you've got Timon and Flamingo going around towards the A cap. B cap is being taken. Jory is dropping down. And now they're trying to sucker in, especially for you. But it's not really working for Vale at the moment. Jory is pushing heavily onto especially for you. Drops Upland. Upland should be the target. Real Husky trying to load. Tease is trying to... Oh, down he goes. Courtesy of Lucretia. That does not help Vale at the moment. Jory goes down. OGT, and down goes Tease. OGT have got the command of this. Cayman has gone down, but OGT have 900 points. And those bases really putting the pressure onto Vale. Real Husky is going to go down here, and OGT will probably take this game with this kill, if they can get the kill. And there they go. They get the kill. They get the game. Vale 1-0 down. So you've got to remember that in these games, bases. And it used to be common practice on the EU to wait till the 750 mark and then make the pushes. But you've seen both Vale now and Legion. Vale have suffered a couple of times with waiting for the 750 mark. I think they need to possibly go a little bit sooner. But that is the way the game's changed. You know, these tanks now, it's a different meta. These Type 71s are a little bit quicker than what the old meta was. Anyway, 1-0 to OGT as we spot those spawn points. We will have Vale on the south spawn, OGT on the north spawn. T's just dropping out there in favour of Rohan. So Vale have rented up first. We have Felix in the Sheridan, Flamingo in the 71, Lucretia in the 215B, Rohan coming in the 71, Teeman in the 60 TP, Husky in the 60 TP, Jory in the VK72. Moving across to OGT, we have Violence now coming in. He's in the 71. Zap in the 71, especially for you in the 215B. Visa Gang in the 71. Need for V-Kid in the Sheridan. Cayman in the 71. And Yarlov's Dashu in the 71. No, the Minotauro is not a competition tank. It's just not got it. I mean, why would you take the Minotauro when you can take a much better DPM tanks, i.e. the Jaegeru has got better DPM than the Minotauro. But to be honest with you, for tournaments, realistically, the Badger, yeah, we saw one earlier with Legion, the Grill and the 268 are realistically the tournament TDs. The Ho-Ri at a push if you're really lucky. The Jaegeru at a push. The E4, E3 at a push. But that's about, but these aren't the sort of major tanks. Anyway, let's get up high. Vale have got to make a comeback on this one. And they've got to try and push this wrong. That's correct, Andy. It's the reload that kills it. So Vale sending 3 tanks up, 1 tank to the middle, and 3 tanks down towards the C-cap. OGT, well, at the moment, they're all consolidated around the C-cap middle area, with the exception, especially for you, who's going high. And here we have Yalov's Dashu, Cayman and Visa Gang in a forward position, Zab and Yalov Dashu just in the rear. C-cap is being taken. Cayman, aggressive push. Timon really needs to get around there, and he needed to be there and put that shot in. Thankfully, Jory and Felix were there. Jory is coming in the VK72 to put a big roll into the side of that TH71. Real Husky really feeling the pain there. And the C-cap has not been taken, so the cap advantage will eventually go by looks on. No, the A-cap has been reset. Oh, down goes Cayman. So first blood goes to Vale. They have got the points now, and they have got the gun advantage, and they have got the cap. So they are going to make a big push. You can see here Flamingo and Rohan. They are pushing down onto especially for you. That's prompted Yala's Dashu to come around and try and give some support, along with Violence and Zab. Zori gets a great roll into Zab. So B-cap and A-cap. A-cap has been taken by OGT, but Zab here, that's the focus of attention. The Sheridan and Felix coming around looking to put a big roll into the rear, and he does a big, nice high roll, 700. Down goes Zab. 2 tanks down now for OGT. Vale have the lion's share of the hit points and everything else. Flamingo is looking worse for wear. They've got the points, they've got the hit points, they've got the guns on the battlefield. Now they've got to get that focus fire working. Flamingo looking to stop, especially for you, from getting away because he is low hit, but down he goes. But he does get a shot into, especially for you. Rohan looking to finish him off. No, he doesn't. Felix comes in and does it. So that's another tank down for OGT. Lucretia in the Octopus X has also gone down. But that's only 2 tanks down for Vale. That's 5 tanks down for OGT. And now Jory looking to put a good roll into Visa Gang, and he does. Visa Gang now has got to be very careful. And Timon is looking to get that shot in as well. Rowan bounces. Timon bounces. V-Kid over there in the Sheridan, well, he's being hustled. As you can see, he's going around and round and round the houses. But back over here, Visa Gang, we're going to try and keep both of them in the view. Down goes the Sheridan. Visa Gang is the last man standing. And it's going to be all over as Vale bring this one back. One apiece as we go into the next map. That was more consolidated, better focus fire, better rotations, and very good pushes from Vale. This time they're taking OGT completely by surprise and really making sure that those shots landed. We are now moving into Yukon. I don't have Yukon, do I? Oh, see, that's the map I don't have. We can't do a flyover of Yukon because I didn't have time to do the map. Sorry, no Yukon. Oh, because my maps are set up for the Pro Tour, and I didn't read the maps for this tour. Anyway, we all know what Yukon looks like. You don't need me to give you an overview, even though they look nice. But hey, you don't need that. We will have Vale on the south spawn, OGT on the north spawn. We have Felix in the 71, Flamingo in the 71, Creature in the 71, Rowan in the... In fact, they're all in a 71 on Vale. That was easy. Every single man and his dog in Vale is in a Type 71. Moving over to OGT, we have Violence in the 72, Zap in the 71, especially for you in the 215B, Visa Gang in the 71, Need for V-Kid in a Mouse, Cayman in the 71, and Ya Loves Dashu in a 71. So, Vale, 7 Type 71s. I wonder what they've got in mind. Well, we will see in seconds few. It's one apiece at the moment as we are into Yukon. Vale will be looking to try and extend that lead. I'm trying to take it to match point with this game. OGT, however, will be looking to cement themselves, turn it back around, and they want to get match point at the same time. So it could go either way. There's a lot to play for, lots of tanking to still to go. So it's not over till it's over. Hit points, well, firmly in favour of OGT, mainly because of those super heavies. But hey, you know, these things always seem to try us. Yukon, always an intriguing map. It's bigger than what you think, but at the same time, it's like it's small in what you think as well. It's a mixed bag, this one. Now you've got Vale here, apart from Jory, although Jory has now been sent a memo. They're all going out towards the decap. Moving around the map, let's see what OGT are doing. Well, they're not going anywhere near that. They're going to fast cap B, and they're going to push through onto the A cap. Now they're expecting Vale to be on the C cap, so that's why they're positioning themselves this way. Vale, on the other hand, are looking to take them by surprise and outflank them. Although Husky and Flamingo get spotted, the game is up. They've been spotted. OGT will now know what they're doing. Jory and Tiemann have got to be careful here. Yarlov's Dashu trying to get into position to put shots across, not able to. Now the Mouse and the VK are there. Caps are firmly in favour of OGT. Vale have now got to start taking tanks out of the game and stealing caps. Going around onto the Mouse. Bounces going in there. But that one lands, 1,067 hit points gone automatically for the Mouse. But he can just brush that off. It's nothing, says the Mouse. And this is the problem with the Mouse. It's got a lot of HP to get through. And now you can see Flamingo, Lakricha and Rowan peeling off, trying to get around the side. They do know that Yarlov's Dashu is there. And they're going to be looking to put shots into the back of these VK and the Mouse. Flamingo there shooting the ground. Now OGT taking down Jory. OGT have got the advantage. They've got the bases and they've got the guns on the battlefield. And now Timon and Husky are in a bit of trouble. Flamingo's also in trouble. Down goes Timon. 2 tanks down for Vale. Need for V-Kid in the Mouse is finally down, but Flamingo is not going to last. He's trying to get a shot in. He doesn't get it. 3 tanks down for Vale. 1 tank down for OGT. Husky is now the centre of attention. He is not going to last this little brawl. Visa Gang or Zab will get him. Zab takes him down. At the other side, Rowan goes down. 2 against far too many. And Vale dropping the ball with the strat here. Lakricha is the last man standing. He does take a token kill, but it's not going to be enough. 3 bases for OGT. And only one tank against far too many tanks. Vale dropping the ball a little bit there with that strat. So, match point will go to OGT. It's always it's a tricky strat, that, because there's only one cap on that side, where OGT were able to secure 2 caps and then rotate back round. And with that mouse takes a lot of HP, a lot of shots to get that HP whittled down. Same with that VK72. It takes a lot of HP to get out, and by the time you've whittled them down, the team is able to consolidate and regroup and counter push. Moving now into the swapping of the spawn points, we will have OGT on the south spawn, Vale on the north spawn. Vale with meta changes. They're dropping the 7 Type 71 strat, and they're looking to change their tanks out. Felix now in the IS-4, Flamingo in the 71, Lucretia in the M6 Yo, T in a 60 TP, Timon in a 60 TP, Husky in an IS-4, Jory potentially in a 71. Moving over to OGT, we have Violence in the 71, Zap in the 71, especially for you in the 215B, Visa Gang in a 71, Need for V-Kid potentially in a Vickers Light, Cayman in a 71, and Yar Loves Dashu in a 71. Those are the lineups. It is match point to OGT. Can Vale push it to a decider? Well, we will find out very, very shortly. How many subs needed for 10k? About 30, I think. Roughly, maybe. Or is it less than that? Could be 15. Could be as little as 15 or as many as 30. It's not many. Let's put it that way. It's not like 3k. So, let's get up high into the back of the map. Hopefully not for the last time. Vale this time. They are going to fast cap B and send everything else to A by looks on it. Whereas OGT, well, they're doing a similar strat to Vale, pushing out towards the D cap, but unlike Vale, they're sending 2 tanks to C, with especially for you in the 215B on Overwatch just behind the C cap. B cap is taken an eternity to be taken, and C cap will be taken first. So cap advantage initially will go to OGT. They like putting cap pressure on. Felix will eventually get into that A cap, but the D cap will be taken. So Vale again on the back foot when it comes to caps. Real Husky is isolated. Violence is coming around. Lucretia is there to help where necessary. Lucretia does put a shot in. Husky, however, does take a bit of a bleed and another bit of a bleed. But is that a good trade? Not really. Although Vale do come out of that trade with more HP. Now we've got Husky, T, and Timon all in the centre. But the advantage at this moment in time is sitting with OGT, because they have got those caps. They managed to fast cap both the D cap and the C cap. So OGT just happy to sit back and wait for Vale to make all their moves. You can see here Violence, Cayman and Zap just holding in this area, thinking that Vale are going to make their push through that centre. Mainly because they can see T, and they also saw Timon there. But Violence is wary. He thinks they may come round to the C cap. Vale, on the other hand, have stuck themselves the other side. They've used this opportunity to send their heavies, which includes Flamingo, Jory, and Felix, out to try and get the cross shots. That's what they're trying to do, and that's exactly what Felix is doing. He's putting those cross shots in. That will relieve some pressure on the middle, but they've still got to get tanks out the game. They don't need the bases at the moment, but they do need kills. They do have the hit point drop at the moment, but only one tank for OGT has been bled, and that is violence. So Vale here, Cayman just not sticking his backside out. Oh, Flamingo losing a load of HP, and that has changed the dynamic. Now OGT have the drop on the HP. Vale again waiting by looks on it for that 750 mark, which is allowing OGT to take their defensive positions. And Real Husky and Timon really can't do much about it. Felix and La Creature rotating back through the B-cap. Flamingo is now out on an isolated limb. Jory is way over towards the A-cap, pretty much out of it, just making sure if anything comes down that route, he is there to protect it. Felix rotating back round, trying to get these cross shots again. He's pushing down, trying to get to the back of Cayman and trying to get into Rap. But they need the middle tanks to push as well. And Timon and T, they need to start making their push along with Husky. The caller has been zapped. Down he goes. That changes the dynamic. Now they can try and isolate Cayman here, Vale. That is what they need to do. They need to isolate Cayman. But Flamingo, down he goes. That was not part of the game plan. However, Vale are still pushing. They're pushing through to get Violence out of the game next. And they're going to try and ring fence Yalov's Dashu. Violence is down. Vale, however, still don't have the points because they've lost T. OGT have got the points on the board at the moment. Violence is down. They need to get Yalov's Dashu out of the game if they want any opportunity. Real Husky's got to make this one count. He does. Vale now take the lead. But they've got to be careful. It's not all. They've lost the lead again because of those points. The B cap is being taken. Now they've got to just make sure of this. OGT have the points again. Felix, well, he's struggling there. Now Vale take command. But have they got enough in them? Can they take down Cayman without... Oh, they do! And that brings them to 980. They've got to focus, especially for you. They did lose Felix, but it's 2 against too many, as per usual. And Vale are tantalizingly close to pushing this to a decider. 2 points away, and there we go. Jory finishing off right at the last minute there, and Vale snatching it back, pushing it to a decider. What a great little game that was. That could have gone either way. And it was tantalizingly close for OGT. They almost snuck it in there. Vale dug deep, brought it back into their favour as we move into Canal for the decider. And we are going to have a flyover on Canal. That's Canal. That's the map we're now on. We have got them readied up. We have Vale on the north spawn, OGT on the south spawn. OGT have readied up first with Violence in the 71, Zap in the 71, especially for you in the back chat, Visa Gang in the 71, Need for V-Kid in the back chat, Cayman in the 71, and Yalov's Dashu in the T100. Looking at Vale, we have Felix in the T100, Flamingo in the T100, La Creature in the 71, T in the 71, Timon in the 95, Husky in the 95, and Jory in the 71. Mobility, you would say, would favour OGT, what with 2 back chats and a T100. However, there are 2 T100s and a T95. So, this could go either way. Hit points, wow, nothing in it. Vale just top it, but at this level of the game, there's really not much in it. party. The stream delay is exactly 3 minutes, but then YouTube adds a little bit, and I don't know what they've added. Anyway, let's get up to the back of the map for the last time this evening. Let's see. Well, we've got Flamingo and Felix in the two T100s coming out, not going to the D cap. B cap being taken by Vale. And then we've got the T95s of Husky and Timon making a beeline for that A cap. However, cap points will go in favour of OGT. They have taken D with those back chats, and they have taken the C cap. So Vale on the back foot. Now the thing about Canal, I always say, if you can get the caps, you can put the other side under immense pressure. And the reason I say that is because the D cap is pretty difficult to take, and so is that C cap, and vice versa. For example, it's now very difficult for OGT to try and get anything at that A cap, and it's also difficult for OGT to push anything into that B cap. And that was another sneeze, sorry about that. And it's also difficult for Vale to do the same thing. So this is a tricky game. OGT will be looking to defend that C cap with everything that they can muster. Vale, on the other hand, well, they'll be looking to see what and where they can actually make a move. They've got to be careful of this back cat here of the need for V-Kid, because he has got a good view range. You can see there he's spotting up La Creature and T. Felix is just holding back. Over the other side, we've got Flamingo up as well. Jory and Husky is just holding back as well. And right at the back, we have Timon. So at the moment, just waiting to see where Vale are going to move. I'm expecting them to make a push somewhere around on the C cap area. They are not down by much, and Jory is now on the overview of the ramp of C. He's pushing up, trying to get those spots, seeing what's there. If we have a look around, he's got to be careful. We've got Violence there in a very good position, and just behind him is the Bat Chat, especially for you. He's just in the bush, on scene. But more importantly, you've got these two Type 71s of Cayman and Zap, who are also able to put shots into that C cap, and therein lies the problem. So T at the moment is the one who's been smacked, the only loss of hit points so far. Vale are stacking up their tanks here on for a push for a C cap. Flamingo and the T100s trying to get those spots. Jory, La Creature and T and the 71s waiting for the go ahead. Flamingo has been spotted. That's the Bat Chat spotting him. He knows that the Bat Chat's there now, but he just doesn't know where the Bat Chat is. He has a rough idea, but here comes the push from Vale. They have again waited for the 750 almost, but they're pushing into C. They're trying to get into a position of cover, trying to steal this C cap. 3 tanks in, Jory, T and La Creature. They are now neck and neck. They can pull out because they have the points. Can they consolidate though and keep those points as they are? No, the OGT will start ticking up again very quickly. But now they've dragged some of the tanks from OGT across. Now Vale can do a counter push onto Violence. 2 against 1, but Zap is coming in. Flamingo's coming in to help out. They've got to be careful, Vale. Jory is losing a lot of hit points. Flamingo needs to use as much power as he can to get these shots in. You can see Felix is struggling over the back, and Vale are being bled here. La Creature is not going to last. Vale not able to get the cap, but they have got the points. But La Creature will go down, and that will change the dynamic rapidly. Jory has gone down. Violence has gone down. Vale have got it at the moment, but no, Vale have still got it because they took down Visa Gang as well. But they've got to be careful. Can they hang in there? No, they can't. Down they go. OGT have got the advantage. 970 plays 893. Flamingo, can he take out Cayman? Yes, he can. Changes the dynamic just a little bit. Timon is in trouble, though. Timon, down he goes, and OGT get it right at the end. Wowzers. Wowzers. Unbelievably close. Unbelievably close. But again, OGT taking those caps, putting Vale under cap pressure, and then putting their tanks into very good defensive positions that when Vale were able to push through, they were just able to, well, basically bleed them out. So massive congratulations to OGT, commiserations to my clan, Vale, although I'm still proud of them. They still served me well, and they still flew that flag high. And I've got things being said. So there's still lots of stuff to go through on that one. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is the chart. So I don't know who goes into the final stage. We are, however, back tomorrow. Yeah, I did sneeze 3 times. 4 times, probably. We are back tomorrow, but we're back tomorrow with the top tour, the professionals tournament. This one here. I don't know who we've got yet. But that's the table at the moment. APA, Pink, Serenity, IKPA, Jokes, BPS, Spirania, and Gravitas coming up there. And last but by no means least is Raid. Don't know who we're following yet, but that is where we will be tomorrow. Challengers, well, I don't know what happens with that one next. But we can see here in the group stage that Vale and OGT top the group. ASN and TQT top the group in Group 2. Now, just have a quick look at the challengers. So final stages is November, 4 teams. It's double elimination, 4 teams, 1 group. Placement of the teams depends on the place in their group stage. First place of Group 1 versus second place of Group 2. First place of Group 2 versus second place of Group 1. So that is kicking off tomorrow. There'll be best of 7s. So Vale should be going out tomorrow. We haven't got it yet because that is the final stage. So the group stage is sorted. That's it from me. There's no more going on from my end this evening. As I said, I am back tomorrow. So don't be strangers. Pop in, say hello. Come and have a look at all the action in the Professionals Tour, which is the top 8. And with that, it's now Thursday, the 17th of November for me, just past 1:15 in the morning. You have all been fantastic. Loved to be with all of you this evening. We've seen some fantastic games. We've had a giggle. I've sneezed a lot, and my webcam doesn't work, and I didn't have the overview for Yukon. But hey, apart from that, it's been fantastic fun. Big thank you for the mods for keeping the chat nice and happy and sane for all you people out there. And until the next time, guys, I'm going to say have a good whatever rest of the day you happen to be in, and I'll catch you all again very, very soon. Bye for now.